What's going on, family? So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what's been going on here in the shop. Putting some stuff together off camera just because that's the way it worked out. There's some improvements, there's some cleaning up. I threw away a bunch of stuff, got rid of a lot of junk. There's still some more to get rid of. So we'll go around real quick, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put some tools up on some pegboard, and we're going to see if we can put up some lights, because definitely need more light in here. So let's get going. Alright, so there is the bandsaw that I repaired, right? Everybody saw that one. And I got my metal cutting bandsaw. Got my drill press, and that's some paintings in the background that I've done. And that pegboard right there is, we're going to put up some tools in there. And then I like maps, right? So, you know, there's the map of the United States there. And yeah, I don't know about that one, but so there's my office with my toolboxes in there. And if you were wondering, there was a post that we wheeled in on one of the videos. It's for this Lazy Susan storage. And there's my miter saw, and that's then the my table saw here. All right, and I have this table saw here. It's actually 3 table saws, and I use the same fence. And here I have just a regular blade, thin kerf blade. Over here I have a dado stack, right? And that way I don't have to change blades. So I have a dado stack there, right? And then further down over here, I took a table saw and I gutted it. The motor was burned out. And I have my router. And if I take off my caddy here, I can use this side as the router table. And eventually what I want to do is I want to build an attachment for that fence to use a vacuum attachment and be able to use it as a proper router fence. But for right now, that works for me. So I have 3-in-1 there where I can support as much material as I need. And then here I have the double index. I have an index for the thin kerf blade for the single blade, and then I have the index here for the dado stack, and 3 foot being 0 at the dado, and that would be the fence side of the blade. And then right now it's marking 4 1/8, so we are 4 1/8 from the fence to this side of the dado blade. So anyway, so that's my 3-in-1 table saw. We'll talk about it more at some other date. But right now, what I want to do is I want to get some tools up here on the pegboard. Get some stuff off of this table. This table here, this is what's left of everything that was stacked on the table saw and all the other horizontal surfaces. So I got to put that away. And yeah, so let's get going. Just gonna leave you here, and you're just gonna see what happens. So there's been a whole lot of new developments, and I didn't capture them all on camera, but been putting up lights and been busy having our house, the foundation needs to be raised, and so they're digging holes. There was like a 3-inch drop from high point to low point, and they're putting in piers. And from talking to people and from looking at other people's properties, and these are the piers here, but from looking at other people's properties, you see these cutouts in their concrete where they have been repaired already. I guess the soil here in the older houses was not compacted sufficiently enough. So what they do is they drive these piers down into the ground with 10,000 psi, and once they are embedded and go no further at 10,000 psi, then they just keep stacking them, and then they shim the foundation up. So there's another one here by our door. They haven't dug it deep enough. There's another one. They already got piers down there, and there's another one there. They still got to drive the piers there. And there's some broken ones. They broke the concrete out here. So this is our patio area, right? And right now, well, it's kind of a disaster, but I believe it's going to be well worth it. That way we don't feel that slope walking inside the house. So anyways, that's what's been going on here. And like I said, I installed new lights, so it's a little brighter in here. So the tubes that I installed, are daylight, and they are fluorescent fixtures, but it's a universal bulb. It's LED lights, actually. Well, these are not. These are still fluorescent, and you can see kind of yellowish light, and this is more of a white light. And the conversion tubes, again, they're universal tubes. It's plug and play. You don't have to change the ballast. You don't have to mess with anything. I think they were like $18 at the big blue box store, right? Not the orange one, the blue one. And anyways, the fixture, LED fixture, was like $119 each, and the fluorescent fixture was $17, and the two bulbs were $17. So that puts us at what, 34? 17, 34. So $40, call it $40, as opposed to $119. That's a no-brainer. So I installed those, and I think it looks brighter. I mean, the door's closed right now. These are the only lights. I connected them to the existing switch, so all the lights come on at the same time. I did run wire, right? I did run conduit with Romex, right? So I got them plugged in, and I put a 4-gang box. Right? I put 3 4 gangs. And what I plan to do is I plan to have drops in the ceiling so that I can have places to plug in cords, sanders, and electric hand planes or biscuit joiners or anything like that I need anywhere in the shop, and I don't have to jockey the tools that are up against the wall to get to the receptacles. So that's what's been going on, and it's I did begin to shoot a video a few days ago, and it was just I wasn't in the mood. I kept pressing pause and play, and I just finally turned it off, and that's when I started doing the wiring for the lights. And then the next few days, it was just hectic with them digging and having to call the contractors, get them out here, and getting all that squared away. Anyways, it's I think it's been a productive week. We're going to keep going and see where we're at. I have a request, and that might be coming up maybe in the next week or so, and we'll talk about that later. But I think that's it for this one.